What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having a great start to your week because, well, we've got Eagles football this weekend. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to run through some walls here, and, we're 4 days away. A very happy Labor Day to you all. Hope you enjoyed the holiday weekend, enjoying the day off. I know I am getting pumped up here. We had some news that happened. I was out in the Poconos yesterday, had absolutely no service, so couldn't do any of this, but wanted to keep you up to date with the injuries, the practice squad signings, so you can see what the practice squad and the depth chart look like. And tonight, I will be dropping the first behind enemy lines of the season, and you will get to know everything about the Eagles' opponent, the Green Bay Packers. Now, tomorrow, we'll get the initial injury report, and, I'll keep you up to date every day with that until we get to the game. I will keep you up with the game status report. We'll have the top matchups coming. You will have all kinds of information coming your way. Now, this game is not on Sunday, so because it's on a Friday, I have to cram some of these shows together. Now, once it gets back to your, normal schedule here, the shows will come out like they did last year on certain days. You will know what show is going to come out, what information you'll be getting. Obviously, Wednesdays are usually that initial injury report, who has what injury, if they're limited or out from practice. And then Fridays are your game status report, so you know who's questionable, who's out. But in between those, I give you as much as I possibly can, when it's the roster breakdowns, whatever it is about not only the Eagles, but their opponent for that week. So let's get ready to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. 2024 season is upon us, and I'm going to be dropping some more videos the next couple of days, just keeping you up to date with everything you need to know, updated cap, all that great stuff. But I want to go over some of these moves here. But I hope you're all having a great start to your week. Hope you have the day off. If not, go kick today's ass regardless. And a very good morning to you all. Tiffany, you sicko. Appreciate you tuning in. Joe, my man. Romez, let's go, baby. Hope you guys are ready. I know, Doyle, I know you guys are ready because you sickos have been tuning in. And yes, 4 days is very close. But I know you guys have been tuning in all off season. You've been keeping me on my toes, and I appreciate that. Always tuning in, always showing the support. And I've been super busy, so it's been intense. But I do everything I can to make sure every day you guys are getting what you need. Now, yesterday, obviously, I ate a lot of food. I shouldn't have been. My liver is on fire today. I'm having a horrible, horrible time. But I'll tell you what, that's what the Eagles do to me. I'm telling you, like, even when I was on my deathbed, I created this on my deathbed because that's how much the Eagles mean to me. So I know you sickos, you diehards, you're the same as me. You live for the Eagles. That's something that's part of your family. It's more than just football to you. And, that's why I enjoy doing the show. I enjoy, looking forward to, oh, my God, I got to get home and do this stuff because I want you guys to be up to date with every single thing like I am. I love when people try talking trash about my team and I can just dust them. And I want you guys to be able to do the same thing. And I also want you to be excited. I want you, to be able to have a counteraction to the media where, as soon as the season was over, it was doom and gloom. We got to trade Hurts. Everybody sucks. Howie sucks. He signed old players, this, that. The stuff I saw just a couple months ago, insane. I want you to be able to tune in here and be like, man, this guy's showing me how we can get back not only to being a good team, but win the Super Bowl. This guy's got to be crazy, right? But I map it out for you. I show you the cap. I show you what draft picks I think we should take. And we took 7 out of 9 of my guys. We talk about who we should sign. We got pretty much all the guys we talked about there. And it's, breaking it down, giving you a different, perspective than the media and content creators out there that, just kind of regurgitating the same things that really don't mean much. So I appreciate you guys. And I want you to know I enjoy doing this because I love seeing your guys, reactions to this stuff and the questions and all the stuff that you throw my way. Like that means the world to me that you guys enjoy, hearing what I have to say because, it's been something I've loved my whole life. And we're going to turn it into a career here one day when I can try to blend all my work and everything together. But holy hell, it has been one hell of a sicko season. I'll be real. And I enjoy the hell out of them. And you guys just make it better and better every year. So appreciate you tuning in. And not really, I'll be honest with you. I'm feeling like pure death today, but I'm ready to run through some walls is the key here. So nothing's going to stop me. But I know you guys are ready. I know you're pumped. You've been tuning in every damn day. And Hey, and that's what I'm talking about, China. See, that's why there's no rest here because, look, I've started already the other day. It's not done. So I've got things to do today, but I'm going to be working on that as I go. But look, I want you guys, just like every year, every week, every day you have something during. And look, I try to do that during sicko season to the best of my ability as well. But during the season, I want you to be able to tune in every day. Be like, I know what day this stuff comes out now, like injury stuff. You don't have to ask on Monday because it's not out on Monday. It's little things that I try to get people on board with and try to get the media to learn so that way they don't have to, confuse everyone. And it's like, let's try, educating. Let's try, getting excited about our team rather than just always trashing, bashing, and being whiny. I don't get it. But look, I'm ready for Behind Enemy Lines because, for me, we talk so much about the Eagles. And there's people, if you missed anything, there are so many shows. There are playlists you can go to for certain, the roster moves, the coaching changes, the cap stuff, anything you're looking for that you missed this all season, go check it out. All of the additions we made, the draft stuff, the free agent, everything. There are breakdowns of everything. You can go find those. But once the season starts, I like to not only keep you up to date with everything the Eagles do, but I want you to know the opponent for that week. I want you to go into the game and understand what we should be trying to do from my perspective and, what I feel we can do to beat these teams. And that's just my way of looking at it. And I know, a lot of the media stuff, it's just always like, it's Jalen Hurts kissing his teammates. Like, it's always weird shit they're writing and, talking about. And it's like, I'm just going to stick with the football. So for those of you sickos that are tuning in and getting that information you crave, I love you and I appreciate the hell out of you. So let's get rocking and rolling here. We're live here this morning. And again, I'm going to be dropping Behind Enemy Lines later. So this isn't going to be a very long one, but I want to keep you up to date with this stuff. And let's get into this news real quick. I appreciate you guys. Michael, my man. Yeah, happy to have you. And you've been commenting a lot lately. Been seeing you. Really appreciate you joining this family, my friend. And all of you, maybe you haven't commented before. I'd love to hear from you. I'm always down to talk some birds. I'm a true sicko. And I know you guys are sickos too. So you're in the right place. If you love your birds and maybe you just have some questions or whatever the hell it is, we're going to rock and roll all damn year. I'm here every damn day, ready to rock. And I work during the days, but, after I'm done, I'm always here for you guys, always. And we're going to talk about that here in a second, but you guys are just flying in here like rabid monkeys, and I love it. Dude, you guys are, and by the way, Bad Monkey is a pretty awesome show. I just was watching that last night when we got home. Like, we really wanted to watch that, but I recommend it highly. There is, it's Vince Vaughn. It's his new comedy, but there's this crazy little monkey. What is it, Dribs or something? Dude, just go watch it. If you're looking for a new comedy, I've been looking for something, but I don't know why my mind was there. But already knew everything about football. Hey, look, Joe, and I'm not here to, I know everything. It's just, if there's people out there, like my brother played football. My brother was like an all-state running back, all this great stuff. Like, he knows football, and my pop knows football. Like, these people know football. I'm not ever saying you guys don't, but I'm a true effing sicko, and especially with the cap stuff. That's stuff that people don't usually, take the time to go figure out. And, accounting and math is not usually people's stuff. So I don't mind doing that stuff, simplifying it, trying to get you excited about stuff. I don't mind doing that work. You guys keep tuning in. That's what it's all about, man. So, love that you guys are tuning in here, sharing that love. That's what this is all about. And I'm with you, dude. I don't know if it is, but yeah, man, they just really got to figure out what these days are. I mean, I know every day of these things. Now, it's going to be weird this year or this week. Tomorrow is going to be the injuries. It's usually Wednesday, but you'll get them. Hell yeah, Rob. I had him making this team. I'm pumped for him. So let's go. Let's go. But let me jump into this news real fast. And AJ thought, well, he's going to be. But no, you don't just put one guy one place. See, what we talked about before we traded for Dotson was, you got to trade for a wide receiver that's interchangeable. That means he can play inside, they can play outside. That was the key here because you need A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith to be able to move wherever, on the left, on the right, in the slot. This is not Madden where they have to play a certain spot, and you heard a lot of stuff that, like, Devontae has to move here or this guy move here or Dotson's not good at dude. Dotson will play inside, he'll play outside. Same with AJ, same with Devontae, because we've got guys like Covey, Anaya Smith. You've got, slot guys. That's what they play. They're not going to be moving outside. Covey, obviously, on IR right now. he's going to take, or Anaya Smith, sorry, he's going to take time to develop. We talked about that. Covey, one of the better punt returners, but can he provide anything as a receiver? So that's why you traded for someone like Jahan Dotson, because not only does it give you another really good receiver and doesn't leave you, and Johnny Wilson was back practice. You'll see that in a second. But I just think that, you've got a good squad here now where you can do what you wanted to do, and that's move those guys around. So you'll see AJ in the slot, you'll see him outside, same for Devontae, and same for Jahan Dotson. That's what you want. But a little dabble of Covey in there, and Smith eventually, halfway through the season, and we talk about his future. And Johnny Wilson, that's a guy that can play that big slot. He can play inside and out as well. So when we talked about him before the draft, we talked about his versatility to do that and helping us in the red zone, things like that we needed, right? So I think I'm a little more excited about the receiver room the most, and adding Dotson obviously has people pretty excited now. But, before that, I think these young guys, there is a bright future here. So excited about it. Let's talk about this. Then I'll take some more questions. Then I got to get rolling. But we did make some signings here. Griffin Hebert is back, as well as Kevin Foelsch. So we know these guys. I'm not making any, biostat videos, because if you want that, you can just literally type their names and you'll find my videos probably at the top of Google. So with every player that's ever been here, if they've already been here, there's a video already. If they haven't, then I make the video. But we know Hebert. This is the kid that, formerly played tight end. So he's got kind of that size, the Louisiana Tech kid. He was the Seahawk there last year, if you remember him. But, yeah, look, these are guys that practice squad. And the same for Foelsch, dude that came out of New Haven this year, undrafted. We just signed, a few weeks before preseason was starting. And so, look, these guys know the system. We need help at both of these positions in the sense of depth and at practice. So you don't read too much into it. I saw some of the comments, people flip it out, and it's like, I'm just going to say it now, all year, every week, this is going to happen. They're going to sign practice squad people, let people go. People don't have to get upset about it. It's the practice squad. It is not a big deal. This is just it's how it works. I don't know how else people, Brandon Smith's one of them. There are so many names of people like, I hate this team. And I'm like, dude, he's going to be back in 2 days, I bet you. And then boom, he's back on the practice squad. It's like, if these guys were all pro starting, people at their positions, they would probably be starting somewhere, or at least on an active roster, but they're not. So let's just pump the brakes on freaking out. It's all right. And look, this practice squad is now filled. Now has 16 players, now technically 17 because of the international player that is exempt, that being Lake and Bakalahi. But let's take a gander here at that full list. So, my Lord, you've got 5 on defense. So 12 guys on offense here, which is so funny because when I did my projected practice squad, I think I had only 5 guys on defense because we just kind of need some help in certain positions. Obviously, 3 safeties on the practice squad because we need help at that position. But offense, man, you talk about wide receiver, right? Anaya Smith is on IR. Is Johnny Wilson going to be ready? Do they trust Covey and him as the backups? So maybe Paris Campbell. Is Marcus Roseme Jackson doing something? I mean, Griffin Hebert's back now, but you've got some receiver options. Then, tight ends, talk about Hebert maybe helping out there. Didn't really cross-train him too much, but you've got Foelsch. Now, Jack Stoll missed practice yesterday, so not sure he's going to be elevated. Maybe you elevate E.J. Jenkins, maybe a guard that can play center like Nick Gates or Dylan McMahon, who they don't really like to play at center. So Brett Toth, he can play guard, tackle, center, provide you depth all over. You see Vakalahi that I mentioned, he is the one international player program. So he's exempt, doesn't count. That's why you see 17 guys here. But I think, one of these safeties maybe. But you've got McCollum, you've got Maddox that can help you there. So maybe you don't need to elevate any of them. But Andre Sam, we liked him. Still haven't got to see Stearns. He was out from practice as well, so still dealing with that injury. You got JT Woods. So he was just signed the other day. Check out that video if you missed that. But excited about his versatility. His speed could help on special teams. So, there's Brandon Smith, Gabe Hall there. So I like the practice squad here. But let's now take a look at this roster. And each week, each year, like I do this, you will see our depth chart, and I will always have like the injuries. So like when you see it's color coded, you will be able to tell who's injured, who's limited, stuff like that. So let's first and foremost take a look at these injury lists. So here's our IR. You've got Bradbury, Castles, Clark, Alberto, Anaya Smith, and then Sidney Brown still on the PUP list. So those are the guys that will not be on this depth chart, but you see they are banged up. Now, on offense, great news yesterday. Dallas Goedert back at practice. That is what we want to hear. So still elevating the tight end if I'm then, just in case. And I'm still trading for one if they listened to me from last year. But, hey, what do I know? But, look, man, Johnny Wilson, Britton Covey, they're the backups here to those receivers. And, if anything were to happen on the line, you've got some depth there. We've talked about that. But I still feel very confident in this offense being, a top 3 offense, if not the best offense, if they can stay healthy. I think with Saquon Barkley added, now Jahan Dotson, you're going to have Hurts at, having that MVP season I talked about. And I think that we're going to dominate teams. Like, I think we're going to go back to that fun year when we were, winning the Super Bowl, or the one we were going to the Super Bowl, like a team that is just dominant. And that's going to be this team on offense. And believe it or not, I think the defense as well, you've got Jalen Hunt back at practice. That's fantastic. Isaiah Rodgers, Phantom, whatever the hell is going on there. But everybody's healthy, man. All 53 guys are there at practice, and that is effing fantastic news. And I see a lot of slander about Devin White and this, defensive line with the interior guys and the edge. I'll tell you right now, I think this team's about to break some sack records. I think we're going back to being a dominant defense, because now with Vic Fangio, look, you drafted certain players, brought in certain players because their skill sets can be accentuated here. We know how to use these guys. They fit the mold. And, bro, I promise you, we're not switching any kind of 3-4. We have been running odd fronts. 3-4, 5-2 is really what it is for years now. This will be year 4, but we've got the Godfather. So you saw the Eagles media team finally copying my depth chart here I've had for year 4 now, trying to explain to them, put 3 interior D linemen, put 2 edge guys. You don't have to call them defensive ends. Calling guys linebackers, you're confusing people. Just call the edge guys the edge guys. Call the off-ball linebackers the linebackers, and then it's less confusing. But I've been trying for 4 years to get them on board. I think they're finally doing it. They're getting there. There's still some stuff they've got wrong, but we'll get them there. But you can see this secondary, obviously safety, people pissed about Bradbury. He's on IR now, but got McCollum, Maddox is backups. Look, Gardner Johnson stays healthy. I think, this secondary is going to do a lot better than most people think. But you got to stay healthy, obviously. You don't ever want to lose anybody. So anybody can say that about any position. Well, we got to stay healthy. Like, yes, you do. And, linebacker, I know people are sleeping on White and Dean and all kinds of – dude, you could go through the list here, and people got their slander and people pissed that Isaiah Rodgers is starting. I thought that was just a given from last year since we've been talking. But whatever. Regardless, I'm very excited about this defense, and I think people are sleeping on a D that's going to be top 3. Mark that down. Now, on special teams, again, very excited for the fact that you've got some damn returners. And, they say Isaiah Rodgers is going to be a kick returner, but I'm not putting one of my starters back there. So Rodgers, to me, can be depth. You want to use him in a certain situation? Hell yeah. That was one of the things when we got him, my excitement about his return capability. But you've got guys that can do it. Covey, one of the best punt returners. You've got Gainwell and Shipley. You maybe want to use DeGene, Dotson back there. So you've got options, and you don't have any injuries. But you can see on the key, if they're red, they're going to be out. If they're orange, they're limited, stuff like that. If they get the actual out or the questionable tag, you will see those. I will always keep you up to date with everything that's going on, and I will do the same for their opponent as well. So you will know all the injuries they have, their injury list, their depth chart, all that stuff. You're going to get to know everything. You're going to see their off-season moves. You will literally know everything about the opposing team just as much as you know about the Eagles. So hope you enjoyed, but that's all I've got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you, my man John. Hope you are doing well. Season now, he was at the charity softball game too, right? He's a Penn Stater, so not really a coincidence, but it's great that he's here now and he's got some familiarity, so love it. Good morning to you, my man Dank. Appreciate you. And, Howie Guzman's the man, dude. Hebert as Herbert. Oh, dude, it just happens. I did that at first when we first got him last year, and it was just I hear you. But Keisha, appreciate you tuning in this morning. I hope you guys are all having a great day, great start to your week. I'm dropping Behind Enemy Lines tonight. It's coming out, so hope you will check it out. Would love to hear from you when it does drop. I'm pumped up. So, it's crazy, and a lot of these guys are friends, and people hate that stuff. They're always mad about it when people, it's like, dude, these are human beings. Like, they're going to, but stuff like this happens, and it's like, not so bad to have friends, huh? So love to see them all together here, and he sure is. And it's crazy to think how much hate I got for supporting Howie, and how you see the admiration and the adulation, all the love he gets. Yeah, man. Do you think McMahon will see time on the team this year? From you, that he is really scared to get him through. Heard from you that he is really scary to get him through the practice team. I don't remember ever saying anything about him being really scary. Only thing I've said this offseason is he's struggling to get on this team. And that was where, when I talked about one of my concerns being offensive line depth, it's because of that. They don't like him at center, man. And, anytime you have a draft pick, you don't want to take a chance putting them through waivers, but he's already, put through waiver, process. He's here on the practice squad. Now people can take him and put him on their active roster if they want, but he's got some time to develop. Keegan's the better one that we like on the active roster. He's the one that made it. And McMahon indeed did not make it. Now, I initially had him on my 53 because what else are you doing? But as we talked about during that show, you can put guys on the practice squad and elevate them, whether that be Brett Toth, Nick Gates, both on the practice squad, or Dylan McMahon. But you definitely didn't hear from me that he's scary. At no point in time has he ever been a scary prospect for me. But no, he's going to have to develop and come along before he makes it. But you don't have to give up on anyone. He doesn't have to, his career is over because he didn't make the roster. It just, he didn't show up at center. At guard, we kind of have what we needed from other guys, some versatile guys like Kennard that can play both. So you got to show up. You want to make this squad. So unfortunately for him, not right now, but in due time, maybe next year he can make the active 53. Maybe injuries happen. He gets on the roster this year. Anything can happen, though. So, but I believe my heart's team's going to destroy teams. Hey, John. Well, hey, I love doing the predictions. That's what I'm here for. I like predicting 6 years in a row who we're going to draft. I like, predicting 7 out of the 9. I like to map out, though. I don't just like to throw crap at the wall. I like to show you guys why I have the Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year, why I have Jalen Hurts winning the MVP. And I think you were all starting to see what I mean, right? And what do I say? Like when I said that about 3 months ago, like I'm telling you, everybody's going to be on board with me because at that time, see, everybody sucks. It's all over. We got to get rid of Sirianni, fire every trade hurt, all that stuff, doom and gloom. But as I stood firm and told you, I promise you, you will see a changing of the mood here, and people will be, and I'm telling you, they're going to be, John. So I'm predicting exactly what I predicted months ago, and that's how we going out and doing exactly what I said in the draft and free agency, and then us winning the Super Bowl. Congrats to you. Go Birds. Appreciate you tuning in. Score prediction. Let's go. Bye, my man. Hope you're doing well. Philly in the building. Yo, dude, how have you been? Nice to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. All of you. Hope you're having a great morning. Modern version of the greatest. Yeah, man. And like I talked about, adding Barkley, I just think that it makes you 10 times more dominant. I like Swift, but you actually have a north-south runner who can go east-west. He can catch the ball. He can actually block a 3-down back that you're still going to use Kenny Gainwell a little bit. You're going to use him up. He'll be going next year, but Shipley is the future. You guys know why I wanted him in the draft, but I'm just saying for right now, Barkley's going to get his. And when you have guys like Goedert and A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Jahan Dotson now, with MVP candidate Jalen Hurts at quarterback, great things are coming. And they can keep sleeping on Hurts all they want. He's winning MVP this year, and I'm promising you, man, we're going to have one of those years, as I keep saying, where you can relax, you can have fun. And I'm telling you, this team is going to whoop some ass. And it's been taking a little time, but as I always say, then you got to be patient with what I put out here. You got to wait for people to actually learn this stuff and see it, because obviously the media they're listening to has no idea how the cap works or what draft picks we're going to get. They don't do the work that I do. So they usually takes a little time, but I promise you, they're all going to be the biggest fans ever, and everybody's going to be talking about how this team's winning the Super Bowl. I promise you, dude. I promise you. Wait, even first week, they're going to be like, holy shit. 4 days from now, you're going to see. And as I talked about, yeah, there could be some struggles with the offense and defense. You're playing a good team. You're in Brazil. It's weird. It's first game of the season. New coordinators. Yeah, you could have some bumpy roads. But we talked about on Fan Friday, if you don't adjust within the game, if I don't see that, then I'm concerned a little. But, dude, I'm telling you, it's a football season, so be patient. But this team, they're going to be dominant. I promise you. He is really good, not scared. No, he's not really good. And like I said, he and Keegan were the only people I didn't have on my pre-draft fits. So, no, I didn't have any kind of high grade on him or anything like that. But I was hopeful with him being a draft pick he could make it, but unfortunately not the case. cautiously optimistic. Still can't understand what I said last year. Big fix. Just want to win. Well, yeah, we broke that down. That's what we like to do here in these parts. We broke it down as it was happening last year. You saw no adjustments and on offense and the defense using Sean Desai as a scapegoat. Not cool. And you got away from the defense that worked. Shutting down the Dolphins and Chiefs and going up against the Bills and all this stuff where you see Desai had the right idea, but you talk about Gannon and Desai and these disciples that have variations of Vic Fangio's defense. But now that you have Vic Fangio, the Godfather, to run the actual defense that works and, gets us sacks, gets us turnovers, gets you excited, that's the defense we need. And now the offense, someone like Kellen Moore, we talk about what he adds, all the things we beg for. Like, could you adjust? We're getting blitzed nonstop at all times. Like, maybe some short intermediate throws, like, dumping it off the back, some receivers on slants, anything, dude. Anything, some hitch. We begged for it, but we said you gotta get coordinators that know what they're doing. And my God, they got Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. So beyond excited there. But you talk about, I laughed at people because they wanted to quit on this team, and it's like you don't realize what we have here on offense. Jalen Hurts, like you just build around that, but we have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and now Saquon Barkley. And we talked about why getting Saquon was important. Why getting Bryce Huff was important, because Reddick was probably getting traded. And a lot of people, I don't want to, he's not good. He's traded. And we have Bryce Huff now. And you talk about why you want that kind of mold of edge rusher, why you want these guys to be a certain way, why they fit these odd fronts, what you're doing, what these odd fronts are. That's why I made that defensive video explaining what Vic Fangio's defense is, so people can stop saying guys don't, play positions they're not even playing, or being confused. We're 3-4 now. Like, no, dude, we've been doing this for 4 years, man. Like, it's crazy. But, the more we can, like I always say, let them keep hating, I'll keep educating. So that's what I've been doing, these past few months, just trying to show people I'm not worried at all. I think if you get the coordinators we talked about, if you add the players, you draft, they did exactly the blueprint to make me feel confident that we're winning the Super Bowl. So I'm sticking with it. If they're going to do exactly what I said, how I feel about, these predictions. I'm bringing out the crystal ball, and I'm feeling pretty damn good about it because this team did everything I said and then some. Howie, I know you're watching, bro. Let's rock and roll. But, hey, man, I understand a lot of people don't believe in this team yet. I promise you that is going to change very, very soon. And if I'll do my best to get you guys on board before that. I think that, I've done everything I could this offseason to paint you a picture, and I hope that, that's exactly what you're going to see at the end of the season, us hoisting that trophy. So let's have to go, baby. Yo, Prism, my man, hope all is well. I've not seen you in a minute. Let's effing go. And my dude, Drew, let's go. Fortuitous indeed. Yo, dude, hope you're doing well. Whew, what a long weekend it has felt like. But I'm enjoying having a day off here. Got to get that behind enemy lines out. Got to do some stuff with the family today. But I'm ready to rock and roll. It is football week and Friday, baby. We don't have to wait till Sunday. So Friday Night Lights, let's up and go. And I know some people are offended about Brazil and want to whine. And look, dude, hopefully your whining ceases as soon as possible because we're all diehards here and want to just enjoy football. So for the love of God, get on board now before it is too late. This team is about to steamroll the NFL. And I promise you, you don't want to miss this party. But Drew, I hope you're having a great Monday over there in Germany. And Liz tuning in, good morning to you. Look, wanted to make this a 10-minute video. You have all taken me to a half hour. That's what you always do, and I love you for it. But I will be dropping again. Behind enemy lines tonight. So you will know everything about the Green Bay Packers, what they've done this offseason, what they looked like last year, what they changed because they needed to, or this, that, the other thing. Then you'll see their depth chart. You'll see their injuries. You'll see everything you need. It's a positional breakdown as well. Here's all their quarterbacks, the ones on our practice squad. Here's on IR. You'll see running backs, wide receiver, all of them. Then you see the depth chart at the end. You will literally know everything about their team just as much as you know about the Eagles. That's what this is all about here, my friends. But look, that's all I've got for you today. So if you enjoy this, do me a favor, hit that like button. You can always share this stuff. Subscribe to the channel. You have any further thoughts, questions, you can always leave them below. I'm always ready to talk some birds. You're watching this later. You know I'm always down. So come get it. We are 4 days away. And if you've been missing these live shows, don't fear. I'll be slinging out content, non-effing stop. So keep tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm glad you enjoyed those salary cap breakdowns. And I do apologize to all the media, and now especially to you guys, but all the people that were waiting for me to do all that work for them. This offseason was so just insane, and I wanted to see if you guys could actually do it without me. And I guess we all found out. So I do apologize. I'm doing my best to get all that information, do all this work while I'm working like 60-hour weeks. So, it's insane. But I love you guys, so I'll keep it coming, man. You keep tuning in, Michael. I'll keep putting them out, and it sure is true. Let that thing go. Oh my God, dude! I can't wait to put out this behind enemy lines. I'm gonna be probably screaming through half of it, losing my effing mind. But you stay safe as well, bro. And dude, it's truly my pleasure, man. And you guys tune in, comment, and if you miss a live one, comment. And look, this is gonna suck throughout the season where on the weekdays, these shows, with my work the way it is, there's just gonna be some that are late night. Like I wish I could break news like I used to and be there. And look, I'll still give you stuff like when I told you we were signing Saquon and Bryce Huff that morning before I went to work. That was really cool to like sit there all day and wait for it to happen. Like I enjoy that stuff, man. Getting real sources, building a real community here, a family. You guys are awesome. So you're all welcome. All new people, I want to hear from you, man. I want to know what you guys, and you don't have to just sit here and tell me how great. So like, I appreciate that. I really do. But I always want to hear from you guys. You have any questions, thoughts? Nothing is ever a stupid question. You guys don't understand something. I'm a whack job, man. You can ask anybody. And dude, I come from a family of people that know football, but I'm just a little bit crazy, dude. So I go above and beyond with the numbers that, I'm behind enemy lines, like stuff like that, dude. I want to know everything, not just about the Eagles. So they're asking me yesterday. I'm telling them, everything about the pack. Like that's just, I've always enjoyed that growing up. Being at the events, talking about football, I want to know everything. So, and no, that will not be a live video, but that will be dropped tonight, and I cannot wait to hear your guys' thoughts on that one. And we got Steve here, so everybody let him know. Hey, Steve, we understand you are fearful, and this is always the best sign. When you guys see other teams' fans tuning in, don't even watch their own teams. They tune in just to whine and tell us how afraid they are of the Eagles. Baby boy, Steve, we don't blame you. That's the small Steve energy, throwing it out there, and we get it, bro. Don't blame you, and I expect you to be back throughout the year to tell us how much we suck as we continue steamrolling the NFL. So best of luck to you, man. Hope things turn around for you, and as always, go effing birds. But MB, my man, really appreciate you, dude, and all of you guys, I love you, man. Drew tuning in over from Germany. I don't even know. You guys celebrate Labor Day over there? I highly doubt that. You probably don't have 642 holidays within a year. Oh, they love to milk us. Do they ever? They're going to have fun. We just need the fans to get on board with this fun that's coming because I can't do it anymore. The numbers and whatever else everybody's pissed off about. I don't care. I want to see the Eagles win. You don't like Brazil, the wildfire, there's violence. Dude, you ever seen America? There's violence here, bro. Throw some balls. We're going to go win a football game. They'll be back, and then they'll be at home in week 2. Shut the fuck. Let's go, Birds. That's all I got to say, dude. I'm ready for football. I'm chomping at the bit, and I don't want the offseason whining anymore. I don't care about it. I just want to have some Birds football in front of me, and we're going to have that. We're going to have that. Oh, let's not go down that road. But look, man, you always got to see the weirdo energy from teams of other. Could you imagine watching like another team's channel? Like, could you imagine spending? Like, I can't even imagine having time to watch half of the Eagles shows I want to watch, but let alone taking my free time. And this dude's literally helping me get paid right now. Like, that dude's wasting his life, seconds off his life to get me paid. That's pretty awesome, dude. And Steve, we gotta give a big shout out to you for showing your fear before the season even begins. Don't blame you, bitch ass. But yeah, dude, and he's got to be a Cowboys fan. They're usually the lowest of the low. You see these fans that spend their time like it's because they don't know anything about football. So you have to imagine, and we've got those kind of fans in our fan base too, where they just argue with each other and I hate you and your mom's my dick's so small, and it's like, dog, we can tell, and it's like, bro, we don't care. I'm here to talk football, and I actually have a few friends that are Cowboys fans. They'll tune in. I talk shit with Giants fans, and I have fun because I talk football. That's but those people do as well. It's not this like weirdo stuff. So do they really? I wonder, is it as insane as America? Because we obviously take it above and beyond, and always going to do that, my man. Always going to get my money. So appreciate you helping me get there, truly. And okay, no doubt. Hope you're doing well, though, Steve. Hope things turn around for you on this Labor Day. It's a holiday, bro. Go get some sun. Go enjoy something. We diehards are getting excited for our Eagles. I'm truly sorry that you don't have any kind of good Cowboys content creators that you could tune into. No kind of content to watch to learn about your team. But hey, I'd want to learn about the Eagles if I were you too, brother. So appreciate you again for helping me get paid, bro. Go Birds. And don't we all love that Steve is sitting there saying go Birds right now? Because every word he says, that's what it means. Go Birds. It gets us paid. Let's go, baby. Big shout out to Steve. Let's go. Yo, my man. Hey, hope all is well, dude. Appreciate you tuning in, Wheels. You're always tuning in throughout this season. So I hope things are turning around, whatever's going on. But happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday, you son of a bitch. And ladies and gentlemen, it is not my birthday, but that is a long-running joke. But I appreciate you, dude. And, dude, oh, yeah, you can always tell these fans. It's that, what did we used to call it, guys? The small D energy. I can't remember. There was someone else, one of these Cowboys fans that used to tune in. But, yeah, and it's happening to him right now. So, unfortunate for you, brother. Hopefully, you get your raincoat on. Your mom makes you some Hot Pockets and things turn around for you, my man. But I got to get rolling out here. I love you guys. Look, and I thought I was ready for the season, but seeing Cowboys fans, Giants fans, Commanders already shook, you can't blame them, can you? They know what's coming, baby. Super Bowl bound Philadelphia Eagles. So all I've got for you, you guys know if you need anything, it doesn't have to be about birds. You got something going on in life. You need a friend, this holiday, you just, whatever's going on, you lost a family member. I've been there, been to hell and back. Always here for you guys as you are for me. So reach out if you need anything. Don't mind old Steve there just busting his balls, because I always do that to people that tune in, try to spread their negativity. Like, hey, man, look, I honestly do hope that your life turns around. You stop being miserable. But until then, there is nothing I can do. You need some help. You're going through some things. I'm always here for everybody, man. But I'm just not about the negative, whiny energy. So hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy your Labor Day. Stay safe. You guys need a ride or anything, reach out to me. Don't be drinking and driving, anything crazy. Please, I love you guys. I want you to be safe out there, but have yourselves a time. Enjoy yourselves. We got football in 4 days. Eagles football, of course, the only one that matters. So, you'll have some shows coming your way tonight behind enemy lines, and the rest will follow, the injuries, everything else. And then Friday, a pregame show, and we're talking birds. Oh, my God. Eagles football is right about here. So let's rock and roll. And small D energy, that's what it is. And Steve, you're a fucking loser, and I would literally eat your soul. I hope you understand that, brother. But you're a pussy. Goodbye. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't go down that route with my mom. I would literally wear that dude as a throw rug. Now, yeah, dude, and he is. And those kind of people, look, I understand it. You're about on the edge there. You're thinking it. Go ahead and just take the lead, brother. Nobody will care, I promise you. So, look, dude, and see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they start going that route because I understand who they are. And they don't like being seen, right? It's the whole, well, just because I live in my mom's basement and I hate life doesn't mean blah, blah, blah. And dog, I just want to say, you don't ever go down the parents' route. You ever do that, I will. Nope. See, I'm not going to get myself in trouble because of this person. But I love you guys. You're getting me off track now, little D energy. I just blocked them. So that way we don't have to deal with the little Stevies. Oh, little Stevie Wonder. And the one thing he can see here is the fact that the Eagles are going to beat the shit out of the Cowboys. And that's why he's been a little bitch. So, Steve, if you're still watching, tell your mom I said thanks and have yourself a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need me, reach out to me. I'll be back later dropping behind enemy lines. You better be watching it. I want to hear from you because it's almost about that time. And, shout out to you, man. I'm sorry. I try to ignore those people. I really do. But it's always funny when they bring that energy. I'm not one of those Eagles content creators that sits here and argues with fans that don't know football. I am so sorry that you want to sit here and just argue. You ain't going to find that here, ladies and gentlemen. These diehards deserve better. They're sickos, and they want the damn information. And good morning to you, John, my man. I'm just rolling out, dealing with trolls here, but trying to provide you guys with the best content I possibly can. So I appreciate you, my man. And tonight, tune in. Behind Enemy Lines will be dropping. Want to hear all of your thoughts on it. It's going to be a good one, baby. And, I like it. I'm going 15-2, but I'm all about it. Either way, we win the NFC East, win the NFC, go into the Super Bowl, get it done. That's where my head's at. Hope that's where your head's at. Hopefully I can get you there if you're not there yet. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!